What's up, it's your girl Isis. Welcome back to my channel. And as you can tell by the title, today I am doing a story time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you can be notified when your girl posts videos. Now, this video, I don't even know what to say. But yeah, we just gonna hop into this video. So I met this guy. I'm gonna call him Bill. I'm gonna call him Bill. So I met Bill on Tinder last summer. I get on Tinder and I got this one message from this one guy, Bill. So I click on the message and pretty much it was just like a straight paragraph. It was just, you seem cool. I really want to get to know you. You pretty. I don't really get on here like this, but text my line, and he left his number in the paragraph. So I'm like, I go to his little profile pictures, to check him out to see if he loves working with a little something. So I'm swiping. Okay, he's pretty decent. He was dark skinned. He had low cut waves. He had a full beard. And one thing about me, I love a dude with a full beard, especially when it's like clean cut and it's just oof and full. It's just So I'm like, okay, he could dress, he was pretty decent, but then like his height was like, it was a little bit questionable because I'm like, he looked kind of short, like he looked like kind of my height, and that's one thing about me. I always attract short dudes or dudes that's like the same height as me. Like I never could find a dude that's like 6'1", 6'2", but I ain't even tripping though. I'm not even tripping. So I'm like, okay, he seemed real cool. He seemed real laid back, chill type of dude. So I text him. I'm like, why not? So I text him. We get to texting. He wanted to FaceTime, so I'm like, okay, that's cool. We can FaceTime. I like FaceTime, and I don't really like texting like that, especially when it comes to like getting to know somebody. I like to FaceTime. So we're FaceTiming. His vibe is like real chill. He was real chill. We was communicating. So with me, I like to ask 5 questions. Like it don't matter who you are, where I'm from. I like to ask you 5 questions. So 1, do you have any kids, a baby mama? 2, do you have a car? 3, are you in school or working? 4, how old are you? And 5, how tall are you? So, he pretty much aced the test a little bit. He was like, no kids. He was like, I got a car. He said, I graduated from college. I work now. He said he was 24, and then he said he was 5'8", 5'9". I'm like, okay, that's pretty decent. But in the back of my head, it was just something telling me like he's lying about one of these things. Like it was just like something was just like in my gut. In your gut, something telling you like something ain't right. He lying about something, and that's pretty much how it was. But I'm just like. I'm gonna just not listen to it. I'm gonna just let it slide. I'm gonna just keep going. So he wanted to link up that same day or whatnot, but I'm like, oh, I'm finna go, cause me and my friends, we was finna go roller skate. So I'm like, yeah, me and my friends, we about to go out and chill. He was like, oh, okay, what about later on? He was like, I'm about to be with my friends, you with your friends, we can all link up. So with me, I'm the type of person, I don't like linking up on the first day I like start talking to you, because I don't, one, I just met you online, so it's like I don't know who you are really. I don't know what you're capable of. So it's like with me, I have to like talk to you like for a week or 2 to just see if I like your personality, to see if me and you can like vibe. And with me, I'm really shy, and then on top of that, I have a smart mouth, and on top of that, I'm really goofy. So it's like all that comes together. So it's like I gotta see if you can like really like, if you can really handle all this energy and all this personality. And then again, I'm really nonchalant when I meet somebody new. So I'm just like, I don't want you to feel like, oh, I'm not really rocking with you. Like I'm the type of person, I have to like let you know, like I'm the one who have to like tell you like, yeah, I like you, I like your company, so you can understand that we could be, like I like you as a friend or whatnot. But and then he wanted to link up with me and my friends. I'm just like, I don't really know you like that, and I don't know your friends. So it's like, I don't know what y'all capable of. And then like, if anything happened, it's kind of gonna be on my fault because I brought them into the the situation. So I'm like, nah, we can link up another time. Me and my friends, we gonna do something after this, but this and third. He's like, oh, okay, it's cool. So we continue to text that entire day. And then the next day he would like the next day, he texts me good morning. And one thing about me, I love like when guys send me like good morning text, especially when it's a guy that I like, or it's a guy that like, you know, who wants to get to know me and who, you know, who's feeling the kid or whatnot. But either way, I just love good morning text because that just makes me feel like you just thinking about me in the morning. Or it's just really the simple fact that I like small stuff like that, like small simple stuff like that really makes me smile. So he sends me good morning texts, like, okay, so he sends me good morning texts, and then the entire day he would like text me like the entire day. He would like FaceTime me on his breaks, and then at night he would be like out with his homies, and like he would always FaceTime me going home. Like that was like his little thing. Like he would always like FaceTime me at night while he's riding home. So I would say 2 weeks had went by, and I finally decided to like link up with him. So this was a Friday. So I'm like, what you doing today? You know, you trying to link? He was like, yeah, we can link up this and third. He was like, I'm gonna come pick you up around 5. So I'm like, okay. But I told him to meet me at this Dunkin' Donuts around my house. And the reason why I said that is because I'm the type of person, I don't really like giving people my address. But then on top of that, my dad, he's the type of dad like he needs to know like who is this dude, where you meet him from, what do he do, what his mama like. My dad likes to ask a lot of questions, so I'm just like I ain't got time for that. And with me, I'm thinking like me and Bill, I'm just thinking like this was just gonna be like a temporary thing. I didn't think like me and him, like our friendship was gonna be like like go past the summer. Like I was just thinking like this is just a summer thing, and that was that, and we was just gonna be done. But so yeah, so I just told him to meet me at Dunkin' Donuts. So I get to Dunkin' Donuts, he comes to get me, and I get in the car. You know, he's looking real good. He was looking like a little snack. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. But so we get in the car, so we trying to find something to do. So we ended up going to his friend's crib, and we're in the living room chilling. So we decided to go to the liquor store and get a bottle. So we go to the liquor store, we get a bottle. So while I'm like with Bill, I'm texting one of my friends. I'm texting her pretty much to let her know like what's going on, where I'm at, just in case if anything happened. Like you got to be prepared, especially with these niggas. So I'm just like, so I'm texting her, you know. So we get back, so we get the liquor, we go back to his friend crib. So now we chilling. His friend smokes. Me and Bill, we don't smoke. We drink. So Bill's friend, he steady asking me about a friend, like tell one of your girls to, you know, come slide through this, that, and third. And I'm just like, and he kept on, and I'm just like, okay, let me just, you know, I'm like, I'm texting one of my friends, let me see if she want to pop out and, you know, come chill with us. So I'm like, gee, you trying to come out, you know, we got weed, we got bottle, you trying to come chill with me and my friend and this, that, and third. And it was just funny because like she ain't lived that far from where I was at, so I'm like it was meant to be. So Bill, and then Bill didn't even mind picking her up. So we go pick her up and we go back to the crib. So it was like 2 couches in the living room. It was the love seat and then it was like the regular long couch. Me and my friend, we were sitting on the love seat, and then Bill and his friend was sitting on the regular seat. So we was just chilling, drinking, smoking, listening to music, all that. About an hour later, Bill's friend ended up falling asleep on us. So we just like, okay, it's time for us to go. So we ended up leaving, and we ended up going to go pick up Bill's friend from the bus stop. So we pick up Bill's friend from the bus stop, and we go to Bill's other friend to his house. So we go to his house. So now, again, Bill's friend and my friend, they ended up smoking. And then me and Bill, we was just like in our own little corner, and we was just like, he was just pretty much like asking me like, are you okay? Are you comfortable? You straight? You good? Like he was just making sure I was good, you know. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good, you know, this, that, and third. So around like, it was like 1, 2 o'clock. We ended up taking my friend home, and we ended up getting some food. It was so funny because every time we was together, we would always go to get Checkers and still to this day, I never had Checkers. Like, he will always get Checkers, and he would like ask me, do I want some Checkers, but I would never be hungry at that time. And it's like, still to this day, like, I still do not know how Checkers is. And it's funny because we would go there every time, every night, because that would be like the only thing that would be open at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. But anyways, so he drops me home and he was like, yeah, I really had a good time with you. You know, I want to see you tomorrow. Let's make that happen. And I'm like, okay, cool. I had a really good time with you as well. So I'm like, okay, cool. Just let me know what time. So I didn't really mind because, like I said, I really did have a good time. Like, he wasn't on no thirsty shit. Like, we ain't even we ain't chill at his crib the first day. Like, it was like real chill, real fun. And then when we was together, it was just like we just know, like, we knew each other for a minute. Like, we was like cracking jokes, laughing, talking hella shit to each other, and it was just like we just known each other for a while. It wasn't like we just met not too long ago. So the next day, which was a Saturday, I ended up catching an Uber to his crib. So I go to his crib and we chilling, and he already had a bottle, and I'm just like, okay, he's trying to start this party a little bit early, you know. So we're drinking, we chilling, we listening to music, blah blah blah. So the time that went by, it's like 7, 8 o'clock. He get a phone call from one of his homies, and I guess they was having like a little thing at his homie crib, and they wanted him to slap. So he was like, you trying to roll with me, or he was like, you trying to roll with me, or you trying to go home? I'm like, shit, I'm trying to go with you. Like, I ain't got nothing else to do. And then it was early too, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna ride with you. So we get in the car, we go to his friend's house. This is the same friend that we went to the other night, the second friend. And we get in the house. It's like hella niggas in the room. It's hella, they playing 2K. So it's hella niggas in the room. It was one other girl, and that was his friend's sister. So it was me and his friend's sister in the room, and hella niggas in the room. They playing 2K and smoking. So I'm like, okay, I sit down, I'm on my phone and watching them play 2K, just chilling. So about like an hour later, me and Bill, we ended up going outside and just sitting on the porch. And that's one thing I love, like, just chilling and just talking. Like, I love deep conversations, and that's pretty much what we was having. Then we ended up going to the gas station, and ladies, I kid you not, if you with a nigga and they go to the gas station, they're gonna definitely ask you, do you want something from the gas station? I kid you not. Every dude that I have been with, and every time we go to the gas station, they be like, you want something from the stove? You want something from the gas station? They gonna definitely ask you, do you want something from the gas station? So I was like, yeah, just give me some water and some chips. So we get back in the car, we go back to the house, and now we're just like sitting in the car and listening to music, vibing. Like 10 minutes later, one of his friends ended up pulling up, and he had brought a bottle of Hennessy. So we go back in the room. I was already good. Like, I didn't even want no bottle of Hennessy. Like, I was good off what we had earlier. So I was okay. So like 5 minutes later, that's when it was his friend's birthday. That's why we was there. Yeah, it was his friend's birthday. So his friend, the birthday boy, he ended up coming in the room. He's already lit. Like, he's like drunk as hell. Like, he's lit. So he started like pouring shots to like everybody in the room, and he started like giving toasts to like everybody in the room. So he comes to me, he was like, yeah, Isis, I fuck with you, even though I met you the other day. You cool as hell, you with bro, this, that, and third. And I'm like, yeah, you cool too, happy birthday, have fun, get lit, la la la. So he goes to Bill. And he goes like, you bro, you the homie, I love you, July 31st, new beginnings, and I'm just like, wait, what? What? I'm like, what's July 31st? Like, what is July 31st? Like, you ain't telling me about no July 31st, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Bill, I'm looking at his friend, I'm looking at Bill, and he's like, oh, don't worry about him, he's drunk, he's just talking. And I'm just like, nah, baby, it's something going on, you just not telling me, And I'm like, when you was drunk, that's when the truth comes out, because I know for firsthand, like, when you're drunk, that's when the truth come out, and you having something that you don't want to tell me. So I didn't really trip. I let it go because I'm just like, I just met, like, I don't know these people in here, so I don't want to, give them my crazy side. And like I said, we was having a good night. We was having a good night. It was a good night for me. So I'm like, I ain't even gonna do that. I ain't even gonna start a show. So around 2 o'clock, he drops me off home, and I go to sleep. The next day was a Sunday. He wanted to link up again, but I'm just like, baby, it's 2 times in a row, no. And it's Sunday, and it was raining that day. So I'm just like, no, today is my chill day. So in my head, I'm still thinking about July 31st. Like, July 31st was not leaving my head. Like, I'm just like, Isis, what is July 31st? Like, you gotta find out. So, you got that good angel and that bad angel. So the good angel was like telling me, like, Isis, you, like, forget it. Like, when he's ready to tell you, he's gonna tell you. But that bad angel was like, nah, sis, you gonna find out today what July 31st is. You gonna find out today. Be the detective that you are. So you know what I did? I listened to the bad angel and I became Detective Isis, because that's what I am, a freaking detective. So what I did, I go on Facebook and I type this nigga name in. Y'all ain't gonna believe what popped up when I typed this nigga name in. So I typed this nigga name in. The first thing that popped up was an ultrasound. So I'm just like, like, I was like, gee, I was heated. I'm just like, hold on. Like, I'm just like, maybe I'm saying things. But then I'm like, Isis, like, you really don't know. Like, he could have been tagged in this picture, or he could have uploaded a picture, and this could have been like his cousins, his uncle. It could have been his sister, his brother. You never know until you click on that picture. And what did I do? I clicked on that freaking picture, and the caption gave it away. The caption just gave it away. The caption was like, yeah, new beginnings, son. I can't wait to meet you. This, and I'm just like, wow. 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 Like, I'm just like, wow. Like, you really gonna sit up here and lie to me in my face? So he texts me. He was like, what you doing? I gave him none. Gave him a driver's license. I'm like, none. So he's like, what's the problem? So my dumb ass, I'm like, so you really finna treat me like I'm a goofy? I'm like, so he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you really think I'm a goofy? Like, I wasn't gonna find out. So he FaceTimes me. He's like, what's the problem? What are you talking about? So I'm like, so I'm gonna ask you this question. Give me the honest answer. I'm like, so do you have a child? He gets to say no. I'm like, okay, maybe let me, rearrange the question. Let me say in a different way, maybe for you to understand, because I'm like, I already got the receipt. So it's like, you don't need to lie to me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, do you have a child on the way? He gets to, I mean, yeah, but, and I'm like, what you mean, yeah, but it's you do or you don't? And clearly you do, because I have the freaking receipts right here. So he's like, he gets to talking about some, what he said, he was like, oh, I didn't ask the right question. And I'm like, ask the right question? Like, I'm just like, what do you ask the right question? First of all, when it comes to something like that, don't nobody say, do you have a child on the way? They ask, do you have a child, or do you have a baby mama or baby? Don't nobody be like, do you? I've never heard anybody ask somebody, do they have a child on the way? And clearly, if the child wasn't born, you could have been like, no. When I asked you, did you have a child? You could have been like, no, but I do have a child on the way. Like, that would have been better. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then again, it was like, when was you gonna tell me that you had a child? That was like the whole problem right there. Like, even though I don't really like talking to guys with kids, but if you would have told me the truth, I wouldn't have been as mad. But then again, it's like, when was you gonna let me know that you had a child when a baby was born? Like, when was you gonna let me know that? Like, that was just like, like, come on now. Who lies about something that we? I was mad. I was mad at him. I was like, legit did not say anything to him. I did not text him back, none of that. So he FaceTimed me one day, and pretty much he apologized. And me, I'm a freaking sucker. Like, I have a good heart. And then again, on top of that, like I said, he was a really cool ass dude, and I liked his personality. Like, when we first chilled, like, it was great. Like, he wasn't on no thirsty shit. Like, we didn't go to his crib. Like, like, he introduced me to, like, damn near all his little friends, his homies, and I'm just like, okay. Okay, cool. Okay. So, I did ask him about his baby mama, to see like what's things going. He was pretty much saying like, they're only like talking regardless to discuss the child or whatnot, co-parenting. And I'm just thinking like, I don't like talking to dudes that got like baby mama, because I know like baby mama dramas. And then like it be like the girls still be having like feelings for their baby daddy, and I don't have time for that. Like, no. And it was I was with my best friend, and me and him was supposed to link up, but I'm like, look, I'm with my best friend, she gonna be with me if that's cool, So he's like, okay, that's cool. His friend was like throwing a party, because it was one of his friend's birthday, so they would have like a little party at the crib. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we go to his friend crib, and we were drinking. We in a room at this time. We was in a room, in his friend room, because the party didn't start yet. So we're chilling, listening to music, drinking, vibing, just straight chilling. So me and him and my best friend, we ended up going outside. So we go outside. Me and what I call him, Bill. Me and Bill, we're like kind of like booed up. Like, I got the, when you get the licking stack. Like, I'm feeling real good. I'm loose. So we booed up. We hugging up. We booed up outside, and I don't know what happened, but instantly we just like, I snapped. I don't know what happened, but I think we was like play fighting, and I think I just took it too far, and I got really like mad and really aggressive, and I started like, hitting on him, not hitting on him, but like pushing him and things like that, shoving him and stuff like that. So he's like holding me, like, let me go, and he's like holding me. So he finally lets me go. He's like, look, I'm finna just take you home. It was 2 o'clock anyway, so I'm just like, it's okay, just take me home. It's probably better for me to go home. So as we getting in the car, he's like put the car in reverse. He's backing back out the gate. Tell me why I like slapped the shit out of this nigga. Like, I literally like slapped him, and I slapped him so hard, like I was wearing nails. My actual real nail came, like my whole entire nail came off, G. And I was just like, what the. Like, I was just like, at that time, I didn't even notice it. Like, at that time, I did not notice it until like afterwards, cause the car. We get out the car, he's like yelling at me. He's like, I ain't take you nowhere. You lucky you a girl, this, that, and the third. Me trying to be superwoman. I was like, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna touch me. Like, we was just outside doing all of this, and all his friends ended up started coming outside trying to see what was going on. So he goes upstairs on the porch, and me and my friend, we ended up going outside the gate, and his friends ended up coming, to see like what was going on, what was the problem. I really don't know what made me snap, what made me slap him. I don't know what was the issue, but we ended up calling an Uber, and I get in the car, and that's when I realized that my entire nail had fell off. And then he calls me on FaceTime while I'm in the car, and I'm just like, dude, we just got into an argument, and you're talking about something. He calls me talking about some FaceTime. He was like, stay on the phone with me while I'm driving home. I'm just like, dude, we just got into it, and you're talking about some stay on the phone with you. So I'm on the phone with him. I get home. I apologize, but we didn't really have like a full, like, we didn't really like fully talk about it, because we was both drunk at that. So yeah, so the next day we ended up talking about it, and we apologized, and we agreed on to just chill out, because like I said, we used to hang out like every like damn near every week, every other day. So we was like always constantly seeing each other. After that, we, like I said, we'll see each other, but it wasn't as much as we used to. Then like in July, around July, he ended up, one thing I did like about him, this nigga invited me to his baby shower, and I'm just like, wow, because I'm just like, niggas really don't invite girls that they, you know, been messing around with to their own baby shower. And I don't know if this was like a setup, or if he really wanted me to, like, you know, support him and slide or whatnot. But I was like, thank you for the, you know, the invitation. But me personally, I didn't feel comfortable with going, because I'm just like, it's not like, it's no, like, what's the point for me to go, you know, like, even though we was friends, like, we was really close friends, like, but it was just like, why am I, you know what I'm saying? And then all his friends was gonna be there, his friends know me, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, but maybe if I had a car, if I knew how to drive and I had somebody to go with me, I probably definitely would have like slid through for like a couple of minutes. But I didn't really have nobody to go with, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna go to the baby shower by myself. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. So I was like, no, it's okay. Thank you for the invitation. We still talk to this day. It's not how we used to, because now he's a father now, and he got his own little life, but like he'll still like call and check up on me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.